Welcome back to the channel, you guys. So today I am going to be taking you through and talking about the recent predator problem I've had on our property here in Oklahoma City. As most of you probably already know, if you've watched any of my videos in the past, I live right smack dab in the middle of the city. Why are people yielding in a place that you're not supposed to yield? Anyway, we have a major predator problem even though we're right in the middle of the city. We have foxes, raccoons, possums, hawks, which I don't have any footage of, but I do have a couple of pictures of a Mississippi kite in my neighbor's backyard. I have gotten pictures of owls before that are in our area. So even though we're in the middle of the city, we still have a major predator problem. Well, last night I caught my second raccoon in this last week. I also caught a possum. I catch them in a live trap and I release them in a undisclosed wildlife refuge. It is legal here in Oklahoma City to take animals, wild animals, catch them and release them into a specific wildlife area. I'm not going to tell you guys where it's at. It's out in the country. It's more than 10 miles away from our house, which when it comes to releasing raccoons, speaking of which, there's one running across the road right now as we speak. So we caught this raccoon last night and I'm about to release him now. And on the way back, we'll talk more about the predator issues and what I'm doing to try to remedy that then. Cool. So anyway, as I was saying, I have trapped multiple animals over the last 7, 8, 9 years. And when I catch them in my live traps, I do the most humane thing that I can, which is release them in these wildlife areas. It is legal to do so. Remember, if you are trapping anything yourself, there are regulations in cities, states, townships, counties will show you how to deal with those live caught animals. Some areas don't even allow you to do your own live trapping. You have to have someone with a permit. Fortunately, here in Oklahoma City specifically, that's not an issue. They encourage you to remove pest animals. So anyway, the live traps work when I can catch the animals. Can't always catch the animals that way because raccoons specifically are very smart and they will sniff out or figure out that it's a trap and they're not going to go in there. I have found recently wet chicken feed is a irresistible thing to these raccoons, evidently. This dude wants to do 15 miles an hour in a 30 zone, which I guess is fine. Oh, and drive in the middle of the bridge. Forgot what I was talking about. So even though the wet chicken food works really well for the raccoons and for the possums, actually the possums will go after just about anything. Cat food, peanut butter, you name it. Cats, I catch cats in there frequently. Most of the time they're my cat or my neighbor's cat that end up getting caught in the trap. So I've tried to avoid using cat food, even though that works well for the possums. I end up catching more cats than I would like. But, you know, I let them go back into the neighborhood or back into our yard. But the foxes, I can't trap the foxes. I mean, I've actually looked at Tractor Supply last time I was there. They had a big fox trap. I mean, the thing is huge. It's like 5 times the size of my little trap back there. And that's all well and great, but it's kind of pricey. And honestly, I'm not sure that they would be dumb enough to fall for it. They're very, what's the word? Not friendly, but just not as standoffish or skittish as a fox would be out in rural Oklahoma. The foxes here in the city are used to humans and will definitely come right up to you. Well, not right up to you, but come within, you know, sight distance within 50, 60 feet usually, which you can see here. They'd be very hard to catch. So I do know that I can contact my local game warden and they will come out and set up traps, but again, I'm not sure how successful that would be, but that's definitely something I will look into. Now, I know that the foxes have gotten a couple of my chickens in the past. I don't know that they've gotten any recently. Recently, we've lost 4 chickens and 1 duck. All of them were either free ranging or in an unsecure area when they got attacked or whatnot. My secure coop, nothing's ever gotten into. One of the very first videos I ever put out was building a predator-proof chicken coop, and the one that I built 7 years ago and really haven't updated at all is still keeping out the predators. Real quick, I won't go into too much about it, but there's really 2 things that will keep all predators out of a secure coop, and that is using hardware cloth instead of chicken wire. I use a combination of 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch. 1/2 inch is a little more cost effective, but they both work. And burying the foundation of your coop so that things can't dig under it. I have landscaping rocks. You can use cinder blocks, all sorts of different things. You can even pour concrete if you want. I have those landscaping rocks that are 12 inches deep all the way around underneath my coop and run. And I've had wild dogs, foxes, raccoons, you name it, try to dig in and dig under. They hit that rock wall and they stop. That is the way that you keep those big predators out of a coop. Unfortunately, that does not help you when you have free-ranging chickens, or in my case, I have free-range ducks that stay in the pond. Typically, the pond is a secure place for them, but something happened the other night, and I'm assuming a raccoon got one of my ducks, my drake, which is a male duck, not just a rapper. So that's why I've been extra vigilant about trapping these animals here, and why I made a video about it. But long story short, you guys, this has been a problem that I've had to deal with for a long time. It's just kind of collateral damage, losing a few birds here and there. Again, I've seen foxes carry off some of my hens in the past, not recently. Pretty sure it was a raccoon that got my duck and attacked 2 of my other chickens a couple nights ago. There are all sorts of predators, and that's just something you're going to have to deal with. Try to make my flock as safe as possible, but sometimes there's just unavoidable situations and you lose a bird or 2, which is why we try to double our flock every season, because we end up losing about 25% or so over the course of a year. So anyways, you guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what you think of this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Give me some suggestions maybe on how I can catch more of these predators, or how I can better protect my flock when they're free ranging. But again, thank you for watching, you guys. I'm gonna get on out of here. Hopefully get another video out for you guys by the end of the week. Going to do a little OK State Fair run through. Much love, Billy D. Peacing on out of here. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.